All exercise is good for you, whether that's with barbells, dumbbells, a kettlebell, or your own body weight. But compared to the others, training with your own body weight has several advantages, and there's really no excuse not to train. But first, I wanted to get a myth out of the way, and that is that you can't build muscle with bodyweight exercise because the load is too light. Take a look at fighters. They often have amazing physiques and are known to do high reps. Calisthenics endurance athletes look great too. And the research shows sets of up to 30 reps are just as effective for building muscle as 8 to 12 reps are. And ask anyone bragging about being able to do 50 push-ups to do a set. It probably looks like this. 4 sets of 30 clean push-ups is a lot harder, and you probably need to work your way up to that. From there are plenty of ways you can progressively overload calisthenics, and I made an entire video about that, which I'll link at the end. So, with that out of the way, here are 6 advantages of bodyweight exercise specifically. 1. It couldn't be more convenient. Bodyweight training can be done anywhere. You'll always have a gym with you, because your body is literally your gym. All push-up variations, squat variations can be done with your body weight. There's plenty of core work you can do. Now for your back, it's useful if you have a pull-up bar or place to do rows. But if you get a little creative, you can get these done anywhere too. So no more driving to the gym, waiting in line for machines to free up, or stressing on vacation because the hotel gym is shit. You can always train and continue your routine. And it's that ease and convenience that allows you to actually fit training into your life. 2. It's cheap. As an extension of the last point, you don't need a gym membership and you don't need expensive home gym equipment. Of course you can get fancy and buy all kinds of extras, but a pull-up and dip bar is really all you need, and perhaps a pair of parallels. But you will have easily earned these back by skipping the gym for a few months. 3. It's time efficient. You can program bodyweight training like regular gym work, but what I really like is to train daily, and this means you don't necessarily have to do a lot of it. You just divide your weekly volume over more days, meaning the daily volume is much lower. If you have 10 to 15 minutes to spare, even just a few minutes several times a day, you can get a great workout in. So by the time someone else drove to the gym, you're already done. So if you feel you don't have the time to train, you really do. 4. It's functional. To be honest, I don't really like the term functional fitness. If you do basic barbell exercises to get stronger for playing football, for example, then your training is functional. But for most people who don't need high levels of maximal strength in daily life, bodyweight exercise is more functional, for lack of a better term. When you do bodyweight exercises, your entire body has to work together. Your core muscles get better endurance even without targeting it specifically. You get creative with your body weight and your reps, and you develop great control over your body. Now, while you might not develop as much strength as when training with weights, because you push the reps a little higher, that doesn't mean that it's useless. So perhaps you can't waddle up to a monolift and squat a ton of weight, but instead you have legs fit enough to carry you through life. 5. It's great for your health. All exercise is good for you, but the best training routine in the world won't do you any good if you don't stick to it. But since bodyweight training is so much easier to fit into your life, you'll tend to do more of it, and thus giving you more health benefits. And strength training is really important to increase and maintain our muscle as we age, but so is conditioning. And bodyweight training lends itself to be able to do both. Try doing a set of 100 bodyweight squats. You'll train your legs, your lungs, your heart. I did a set of 250 the other week and my heart rate was spiking for over 10 minutes. And vigorous exercise like that gives crazy health benefits. Finally, some people might be intimidated to go to the gym. They have this idea that all gym goers are vain, posing in front of a mirror, and that everyone will laugh at them because they're out of shape. Well, first of all, barring a few exceptions, that's probably not the case. However, if this is a hurdle you feel like you have to overcome, there's nothing easier than working out in your own home or backyard. You don't have to worry about what others might think. And even if you don't care, but you just like to be in your own zone and not talk to other people, and I'm kind of describing myself, then home workouts are great. So, those were 6 advantages of bodyweight training. It's convenient, cheap, time efficient, functional, great for your health, and there's no intimidation. As for the video to progressively overload calisthenics, here it is.